We're going to do some lace on these top two pattern areas here. So what I did, I just took my lace, I lined it up, I found a good pattern that I like on both sides. Actually, let me adjust it a little bit. And I just draped it over here, and then to kind of help keep it down, I just clamped on just some clamps right here on all four sides. And this will just help keep this down while we're spraying this. Got my candies mixed up, and we're going to go ahead and start out with the marine blue. So get my gun loaded up here and we will get to spraying. All right, so I got my marine blue loaded up. I am 1.5 turns out on the fluid and right about my normal 15 psi. I'm not using a cup just to save some money. And so we're going to be really careful not to tilt the gun too much here. So I may have to fill it a couple times, but let's get to spraying. All right, there's the first coat. We'll let that dry, come back, and we'll probably end up doing 3 or 4 coats. All right, we're ready for coat number 2. All right, ready for our third and final coat. All right, I think we're gonna call that good. Looks like we got some good coverage. We'll let this dry. And I will be right back. All right, so it's been about 10 minutes or so. We let this dry. Get our clamps off of here, and we will get this unmasked and see what we have. And there you have it. Now, I have set up my gun a little different. We're going to go around all these edges here and just put a little bit of a shadow. Just kind of, if you watch my drop shadow video, that's how I'm going to set up my gun. So I got my fan turned all the way in. Air pressure, again, right around my 15 pounds. And then for my fluid, I'm about 1/2 turn out. Now this is just going to make a small little circle pattern, just like that. And we're just going to go around these edges and kind of do a little fade. It'll make it look like these panels are recessed down in. So let's get to it. Now what I'm doing is, you can see my tape there. I'm just kind of aiming for this tape, letting some overspray drift on the other side of this tape as well. So, I don't know if you can tell the difference a little bit. Obviously the tape is painted, but come over and do it to this side. We're gonna need some more paint first. Last few little drops of paint, I think I'm gonna have it just enough. Alright, I think I'm happy with that. Alright, so now we've got our Carib Blue Candy 2.0 loaded up in our gun, and we're just going to come over the top of this. I think I'm a turn and a half out on the fluid, full fan, and my typical 15 psi or so. So here we go. All right, first coat done. All right, ready for coat number 2. All right, this stuff actually covered a lot faster than I thought. So I think we're gonna stop at 2 coats with the Caribe blue. So I decided that I'm not quite done yet with this step. I did not mention it, but when I did tape out these patterns on here, I did use some 1/4" LaRouche tape by FBS for the outside, and then I took some 1/8" and put like a pinstripe just on the inside of the design. And instead of having both of those you know, be the flake base, we're going to unmask this 1/4" tape. We're going to take some more of that Caribe blue, and we are going to turn that 1/8" pinstripe into a Caribe blue pinstripe. So we'll get that tape off, peeled off of here. Kind of cool, we get to see some of our design. All right, so I already got my gun set up. So once again, we just got that small little circle pattern. We got the fan cranked all the way in. And then I'm like a half of a turn out on my fluid. And right at my 15, 16 PSI. So we're just gonna try to go right all the way around. Just kind of keep our paint on that line, because I don't want to go too much over into here and oversaturate it or make the candies uneven. So let's go ahead and get started here. We will call that good. Just open my fan up here, just gonna blow some air on this. Actually, let's dial it back in. I think I'm gonna do another round here.